Oh, I left my fan too. It's in the room.
Oui?
I am so unprepared.
Squeal, squeal,
I
squeal,
went
squeal,
right back where you
squeal.
Shame.
started. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Hello,
Wheeling.
y'all. Welcome to the Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and we can always come here first to quench your reality thirst. I'm your girl, Lana, your resident diva, your unprepared resident diva, but still your resident diva nonetheless. And I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I loves me some tea. Her. And I am not drinking anything because I don't feel like getting up to get anything else to drink because it'll only make me have to go to the bathroom, and I don't really want to do that in the middle of the podcast. So, just gonna keep it cute, keep it dry, and yeah. And my cup is in the kitchen because it was washed today. So, but you know, you can always get that cup merch at the link lanag'screations.etsy.com, which is click right down below. You see it, and it'll be in the description. So there you have it.
Hey everyone, I am David Healy, and I don't really have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. And this is one of my favorites. This is one, Bob the Drag Queen. In fact, I can be seen on TV wearing this. Kind of. If you watch season 1 of We're Here, they went to Branson, Missouri, and I'm in the audience and I'm wearing this shirt. So I love Bob. And I am drinking some water.
Look at you being famous on TV and your Bob Drake.
I know. Do we get to drink something now that David got to
A name drop?
Name drop myself.
Brr.
Well, if you do not know who I am, I'll introduce myself. My name is Eve the Bunny. I am the underground but over the hill, very young but nice and tenured, supple but also rough around the edges. Amazing drag queen from Chicago. Here to give my awesome opinions. And I'm drinking, once again, my old favorite, Arizona black and white tea. Why?
Why not?
Exactly.
So, we are here to do something a little bit fun, something a little bit different today in honor of Drag Race Mexico and their first season. We are going to do looks from their Instagram. We're pulling the looks from their Instagram and picking some of our favorite looks. Now, myself, David, and Logan have all picked looks. We're going to shout out Logan. Logan is not feeling well, so shout out to Logan for not being here. But health comes first, always and foremost on this podcast. So get well soon, Logan. But yeah, we are going to pull looks from the Instagrams of the queens who are going to be competing in this upcoming season. We're going to talk about it really briefly, give our opinions, and then Eve, who is going to be our special guest, non-biased judge, who, because honestly, Eve just doesn't really know these queens, still very green with them, and so it's going to be strictly off of these looks that we pulled. And Eve is going to pick her favorite, and whoever has the most points by the end of the show, we will have bragging rights to say, hey, we know how to pull some looks and we got a good eye for a good drag look, period. So, yeah.
And don't forget, I slipped you $100, Eve. So
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to that. I lost it.
Well, shoot.
I mean, it's going to be very random because Eve does not know what looks we pulled, and we will not be revealing what looks we pulled till after the decision has been made. So I'm sure David is going to keep up with the scores. If I'm I must say, if I know anything about my husband, he will keep up with some scores.
Very true. And for anybody watching this, feel free to participate. You can also vote. You can
Yes.
let us know who won in the comments. If you picked mostly mine, or you picked mostly Lana's, or you picked mostly Logan's, just put in the comments. We love interacting with you all. We got a lot of traction on our last video about Drag Race Mexico. We're super hyped about the season. The new preview for the season just dropped, and
Yes, I saw that.
gosh,
Looks good.
it
Looks
looks
good.
so good. I love the workroom, the looks, everything is working. So I cannot wait till June 22nd.
So this is us
Uh,
hyping up and getting ready for Drag Race Mexico. We hope to get some new content before the show starts, and so this is what we're doing. So we're gonna jump right into it. Eve, are you excited? Are you
Oh,
I'm
ready?
excited. I'm ready. I got my chopsticks ready. If you know anything about me, it's this starting to become my new thing that like when the look is just not doing it for me at all, I have to give it the choppy chopsticks, and that's when you know the score is going to be bad.
I
But
have a
I,
feeling you won't need
I'm
that.
about to say, I have a feeling you're gonna be putting the chopsticks
we're
down with
I'm,
this
I'm gonna
look.
I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put them down for right now, and we'll see when I have to first pick them
Right.
up.
Oh, and
We'll do
whoever
that.
gets the first pickup of the chopsticks,
Oh,
oof.
and
All right.
I will be setting a 5-minute timer for us to
Yes.
discuss
Cool.
each set of looks. So we are going to keep ourselves concise and on track. So we'll see how it goes.
Yep.
Let's
And
go.
so our first queen is
Argenis.
Arjanice. So this is the first look. I
Okay.
love this look. It's beautiful. The makeup
Mm,
is stunning.
okay, let's see the second one.
Second one,
Okay.
more beautiful makeup.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one,
Okay.
all right.
Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and start that timer.
I loved it. All these looks are beautiful. They're
Mm-hmm.
different in different ways. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. I like that there's focus on the makeup. There's focus on the gown. We got a little bit of everything here, and I'm seeing some diversity. So I'm excited about her.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I agree. I think the makeup still looks really great. I will say I feel like the only thing that is pulling me a little bit from the first and third looks is it does look like there's like a good amount of Photoshop in there. I don't know if that's all just makeup or if there is some AI ishness going on
Hmm.
there, which makes me wonder if she'll actually look like that when she walks into the
Mm,
workroom. So,
Right.
hmm.
yep. I think she is definitely a skilled makeup artist, which should come in handy. Looks like she fit in on Paint It with Raven. The zebra, there's a lot of good details in there. I would have loved to see an outfit with that too, but that's some grade A makeup. And I
Mm.
really like all the gems and all the accoutrements around her in this like mermaid look. And wow, that dress is beautiful. It looks like it could be a lamp.
I love it. I think I love the colors in this third one. It's just giving me very like pixie fairy kind of vibe. And then the difference from that to the first look, where it's like darker and just
Mhm.
so gorgeously painted. And then the second one, the dress, the whole like it's giving you the overall of what she could possibly be and do. I
Right.
kind of love it. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I think she's very detailed oriented. She wants you to see every little bit of makeup skills that she has. Wow.
So if we don't need the 5 minutes, we don't have to
If
take
we
five.
don't need it, do you have any other thoughts, Eve?
For
Without giving
me,
anything away.
for me, I feel like the main thing that something makes me feel like I have an issue with all three of these looks, and I feel
Mm.
like the issue that I have is I feel like that I don't see what story would these looks be connected to. I feel like
Mm.
that's the only issue that I have. I think they're amazing looks, but it's one of those where I'm like, when would you be number one or number three or number two? I guess number
Mhm.
two, maybe if you're doing something like Little Mermaid or something. I don't know, but the other ones, I feel like they're just really good editorial looks, but I really would love to know what the story or the backstory was to them, so that way the whole thing would click for me.
Right.
Okay.
That's
Mhm.
fair.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can go ahead and stop the timer. I don't think we need this whole time.
All right.
So do you want to tell us your decision, Eve?
Okay. So out of the three looks, I'm going to start with the zebra look first. I think I'm going to do my scores from like going up to 100. So I would say for that one, I would give that an 80. I would give the second look, which I would say is the white look, I would give it a 90. And then I think I would give the blue look a 75.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see
So,
who our winner was. Oh, it was
yeah.
Lana.
Look at
Look at that,
that.
look at that, look at that, look at that, look
Okay,
Girl.
wife, game on.
Yeah.
at
Yeah, I wanted to get something with the makeup, so I'm glad that that was represented. But I was
Yeah,
hoping we'd get full body gowns too.
All
have
right.
something to go with it. But yeah, no, she's going to be an interesting
Yes,
one.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
like this already so far. Ooh,
Mm, I'm
your
not
face is
liking it
in
as
my
much as I
hands.
expected. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Not to start off bad. Let's stay mad, David. Let's stay
kidding.
mad. All right. Let's go on to the next one. Our next queen is Kristen.
Christian Peralta.
Christina
Yes, please don't
Peralta.
judge me on the names. I don't get them right all the time.
Charge them to
So
our
there's
heads and
one
not our
look.
hearts.
Yes, there's one look. There's another look.
Okay.
And there's a final look.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, starting the timer.
These are all three different looks.
They are. I will say I like two of them more than one.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm.
But I wonder if it's the same ones. But
I don't know. I'm definitely liking her more in darker looks. I'm not sure I'm completely sold on this pink look. Um, but she does look like she can be pretty polished. Um, yeah.
yeah, I think I agree with you. I think the pink is it's okay. It's not my favorite, but
Hmm.
it's okay. The darker looks for me. I think her makeup, her face is like
Right.
it's good. She gives good face. She gives good
It's
body.
severe.
I love it.
I think for me the one thing that's helping the most is the fact that with all three shots it's kind of showing a different, like, almost like capturing of the picture. Like one's more close up, one's more full body, one's more focused on the outfit. So
Hmm.
that
True.
way you get like a full range of seeing,
Who she
what
is.
her, right, who she is and what her best angle is, quote unquote. Is she better
Hmm.
up close or is she not better up close? Like that kind
Hmm.
of a thing. And
Hmm.
I like the up close. I like the up close makeup. Up close, it doesn't look like overly photoshopped or blurred. She gives me very like almost pageanty paint. Like she's just
Hmm.
like she, even if she doesn't know how to do a whole bunch of crazy arrays of makeup, she knows how to do her makeup and she knows how to do it well.
Right. Hmm.
Yeah, I would be interested to know like how far back some of these looks go, because I do see kind of a progression in quality of the actual picture, not necessarily the garments, but yeah, it kind of looks like she's having an evolution before our eyes here.
Mm.
It almost is actually. It's like the pink one. It's like she's this young princess,
Hmm.
and then like the middle one, some bad stuff. I mean, the second one, like some bad
Oh,
stuff happened to her life, and she went bad.
Mm.
And then
I
the bottom
like
one
this.
is, and the bottom one is like now she's the evil queen, and like that's
Yeah,
how she became who she
Who
was.
she was. I like
we
So,
it.
just found a whole story.
Found a whole story for her.
boom. So if they use that storyline in this show,
Right. We know they watch this podcast. Yes, my
Wow
name.
production owes me some
Well,
money.
Hmm.
right. So are we good? We good on time? Because
I
I
think
know
I'm good.
I'm good.
I think I'm good. I think I have my decision.
Okay.
Oh, look, silence.
I have my decisions. I have them.
Mhm.
Okay. So, first up, top left, pink one. For me personally, I'd say 70. It's decent. It's good. Top right, 75. Just because of the fact that I like that it's a little bit more elevated, but it still is a bit more plain of a silhouette for me.
Mhm.
Out of the three, I would say the bottom one is my favorite. I'm not a horrible huge sucker for rhinestones and stuff, but I
Mhm.
do like the opulentness of it, like right in your face. Like I am
Mhm.
rich queen mother. Like I could almost see her holding like jewels or something
Oh
like
yeah.
that in her hand. I don't know what she's holding, but like that's what it
Yeah.
gives me. So I would give the bottom one a 90.
Okay.
Mhm. Well, let's see who won that one.
It was me.
Look at that.
I'm on the
Little
board.
easy second place. Little never being in the bottom. Not
Yeah, I think we made it kind of clear that neither of us had Logan's.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was like. I'm pretty sure that neither of them have the pink one.
Yeah,
That's
it
even
wasn't my favorite, but
it wasn't my favorite when I saw it. I was like, oh, okay.
It's
It's
cute, but it's
cute.
almost one of
it's
those
cute.
where it's almost one of those where it's like if I wouldn't see the other ones, then I would
Yeah,
like that one more.
yeah. Makes
Very true.
sense. All
Okay.
right. We are moving
Mm,
on to the next one. It
yes.
is Yellow
Oh,
Barro.
I'm excited
Oh
for this
my
one.
Me too.
Lanta.
Oh, this
This
this is where
one,
we're gonna.
yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Then this is the next one,
Ooh.
and this is the next one.
Oh my, wait a minute. Are those pecs? Oh my.
And then okay, here are all
Those
three.
are pecs.
It was like that body underneath that outfit
Right,
looks very.
right. I was like, okay.
I was like, hey, we if you don't know and you're new to the podcast, Eve the Bunny is known as the resident CF of the group. Um, that's clown fucker for you children um, that don't know what that means. So yes, when I see other drag artists that I find attractive, I will make sure that they know it.
Per.
This is one of them. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. I will say this
Ugh,
is not the best representation of her overall catalog. She has a very diverse group of pictures, and we've got two kind of similar pictures here. They're both great, but I really like all three together. I was hoping we'd have a little bit more diversity, but yeah, these are all stellar looks. Like you can tell she is all about breaking boundaries and pushing the gender envelopes, so I'm very excited about her.
yeah, me too. I think all three of these pictures, even though the two are the kind of close, but it still shows just how far this artist is willing to go and the boundaries that they're willing to push to make great art.
Hmm.
And that's simply what it is. All three of these pictures are simply just great artistry. Like
Yeah,
it's amazing from the simplest backdrops to amazing backdrops, and
Hmm.
but still looking fabulous all the way around. All three of these pictures are amazing to me.
Me
I
too.
like all of them. I like all of them.
Yeah, she was one of the ones that it took me the longest time to really settle on a look. I'm like,
Hmm.
there's so many good options
Me
here. What do
too.
I
Me
do?
too. Me too.
I like them. I like them a lot. I think that like I completely get what you guys are saying with both of the looks with the antlers. It's kind of still giving somewhat of the same vibe of almost like a uh, bondage
Hmm.
type of dark type of drag, but then also like fetishy style type of drag. But then
Mm-hmm.
I also love the one on the right too because I feel like that does almost take you to a complete different world where it's not even really like she's a drag artist. She's more of like a drag entity.
Mm.
And I love that about drag artists that don't really put themselves under a gender binary, like they're an alien or they're some creature, or you know what I mean? Like I feel like that she's very badass. She gives me like Dragula vibes.
Oh
Like
yeah.
Mm.
I could see her being on Dragula if she wasn't on Drag Race, which I think is
Hmm.
awesome.
That would be cool.
That will be cool. I love it. We might
Oh
not
yeah.
need these 5 minutes off.
We might
You
not.
should worry about us talking too much.
But yeah,
Are
I
we
love
ready?
these.
Look, Eve, do you have a decision?
I do. Oh shoot! Wait, hold on. Dang, this is a hard one because these are really good. Uh, okay, I think I have a decision. These are all going to be high scores though, but I have
Deserved.
decisions.
Deserved.
So I'm going to start with the bottom photo. I will give that one in 85. Love the antlers, love the posture and the positioning. Um, Not for naughty reasons, just because I feel
Right.
like that, like I said, it really does push this like fetish into drag, which I think is
Mhm.
really awesome and queer and cool. The top one, I'm gonna give that one a 90. The pecs help it out because the body looks great, but just the pose and the posture of it makes me feel like it would be like a photo I would like to take, and
Mhm.
like have be posed like that and just have that power and that command, and it just yeah. Ugh, I love it. I love it. I love it. And then I'm gonna have to say that I give the one on the right in the red. I'm gonna give that one a nice 99.
Ooh.
Um,
Ooh.
I like that one a lot. I love this like almost otherworldly creature type vibe, but it's almost couture because it's like this skin something that's actually a dress that looks like it's made out of blood, and I'm just like, it makes me think of like a Men in Black character, but like couture.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, those are my three.
All right. Well, let's see who won that one. It will be
Uh,
me.
I'm shocked.
I like that one.
Yeah, I think I lost it as soon as I saw Logan had something similar to what I picked.
Yeah,
But
but I
yeah,
think
that
it. But I will say that I knew that when I saw those two, though, I was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna have to pick which one is the best of these two. But
mhm.
I do still think even the best out of those two, if I had to pick, just put that one up against the one in the red, I still think the one in the red is the one I would really be like, oh my God, who is this? What
Yeah.
is this? Like, yeah,
It's just, I mean, like you said, even with the Logan's picture, I love this is what I love about Logan's picture. It's not vulgar just to be vulgar, or you know what I'm saying? It's not.
Mhm.
right.
It's a purpose behind the
It's
pose.
rebellious, but
Right, and
yeah,
risque, but not vulgar.
Mhm.
It's artful when it comes, because you know how people say it's done in modesty, it's more in modest taste or in good taste when it comes to art, and it's that's what this is. It's like yeah, it could be risque, but in a very good way.
yeah.
It's good, and
And
even with your picture, David, like the pose is so
mhm.
like
I
so
feel like
strong. Oh,
And for me, I feel like that the difference between Logan and David's is because I think that David's gives me a little bit more of an element of fashion than Logan's
hmm
does.
Okay.
And
hmm
that's just the difference for me, in my personal opinion, when it comes to
yeah.
drag. Is I love fashion stuff. I'm a fashion girl. So that will always kind of pull my eye if something has like a really
David
nice,
gives you
like,
yeah. David gives me fashion. Logan's gives me art.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to focus on something kind of androgynous, but I
Yes.
just love the extreme from going to from either of mine or Logan's to Lana's. That gets me really excited for her.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited to see what they do.
I really want to see what she'll have on the runway. This is
Ugh,
Mhm.
amazing.
cannot wait. All right, let's move on to
Ew, ew.
Lady Carol.
Lady Carol.
That's one.
Who was our last pick on our draft?
That's two. And that's three.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm
All three.
starting the timer.
All three look, these looks are so different, and I
Hmm.
did not expect this from Lady Carol because, like you say, we all picked her last. Nobody was going for Lady Carol. Nobody was really well. No, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
thinking of
we
friends.
all
Yeah,
we all were
I was thinking of
underestimating
friends.
her.
I had friends in my head, but I was like, what's that girl's name with a V? But that's friends. Okay, but yeah, she was very low on the draft. But these are good looks.
They are.
All
I
three
think
of these are good looks. I'm
I
not
might
mad
have
at none
uh
of
I might have
them.
drafted differently if I knew what she was capable of. And honestly, I think I don't want to make it clear, but I think one of these is a major standout. It's the one I picked, but I thought everybody would pick the same one. So I'm actually impressed that we did not all pick the same thing, and all three of these are very
I mean, stand out, sure, maybe. I don't know. Yours could be a standout. Mine could be a standout.
It
Both
could
could be
be
a standout. Who knows? I just
true.
think that they're all amazing. Like Lady Carol, this was the one that surprised me the most.
Hmm.
I think I was more shocked by how many looks, and it was not easy to pick the looks from her
Mhm.
because she has some really good looks. So I was very
Hmm.
like, oh, okay
And you can tell she likes movement in her pictures too,
then.
which is
Yes.
pretty cool. That
That's
definitely
nice.
adds to it.
That I like. I like too. For me, I will say this. I like the artistic take on the one on the right, and I feel like at the end, like in the background, I feel like that's really lending to the photo. It's really giving me like an America's Next Top Model vibe of the
Hmm.
picture, and
Yeah.
as opposed to like the one on the top looks like it was done in. It looks like it was done in a grocery bag of lettuce. I see the plastic in the back and the green on the bottom, and I'm like, are you in someone's like netted greenhouse or something? And then the back one looks, I mean, the bottom one looks like it's an AI background, but it's like none of the pictures are bad. It just very much looks like three totally different pictures from like I wouldn't almost be able to tell that this is all the same person. You know what I
Hmm.
Yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
I
I
agree.
Everything
agree
about
Even
the
her makeup's a
styles and
little
stuff.
different.
I think either you told me or someone else said that like everyone used, or honestly, I think I may have heard it in your
Cast assessment.
Mexico, yeah, your Mexico cast assessment, where I think everyone said something about them being a chameleon at some point.
Hmm.
And
mm-hmm.
I really see that here because I'm like, okay, I really could see this being three totally different people if you wouldn't have told me it was.
Right. Hmm.
So
Yeah. Uh,
the scoring on this is going to be a little bit tight because I think these are all great looks. I think that I think that one of them has a bit more simplicity than the other two does, but almost at one point, I think one has more of a raw naturality than the other one does.
mm.
Like it. Okay, okay, I think I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Give
Okay,
it
so
to us.
I think all of these scores are going to be above average. I won't say like super high, but above average because I think these are all good looks. But I'm going to be very picky with these three.
Mm-hmm.
So, top look, I'm going to give that one an 85. I feel like that I like the green polka dot all the way into the gloves, but still something about the entire look itself just looks a hair simplistic. Um, and not simplistic in a bad way, just simplistic in like a meet and greet way. And I don't know. Sometimes I just get against like kind of meet and greet looks in photo shoots. I'm just like, just a photo shoot, like give me the things. I don't want to see
Right.
in like I don't want to be in like in a really cute dress, but it's not a bad dress, so I give
Mm-hmm.
it an 85. Um, I think I'm going to give the one on the bottom, the black and white one, a 90. I think that one is like gorgeous and extravagant. To be honest with you, I love the movement, but at the same time, I kind of hate it because I feel like that the two big parts in the front kind of obstruct the middle of the dress. So I can't see if it's like more cinched or corseted or whatever and then flows out. And so I feel like that kind of screws up the silhouette just a hair. I almost wish she had like something with her arms out or something. So that way you could still see the length and everything hanging from the sleeves, but you can still see more of the shoulders. You can see more of the bodice and then see that go into the skirt instead of it kind of ended up looking like one big thing of fabric at the bottom. It's a gorgeous outfit, but I really wish I could see it a lot better and make it out better. So I give that one a 90. I really, really, really love the one on the right. The one on the right is just, like I said, give me my America's Next Top Model. This is your best photo shoot fantasy. I don't know what rooftop this was taken on, but it's just like everything from the posing of her head to like the outfit. She's selling the garment, the shoes, the face. That one's getting a good 97.
Okay.
I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Out of all of the three photos, if I could be in any of those three photos, I'd want to be in the one on the right the most.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see who wins this round.
Oh,
Lana,
go
you're running
ahead,
away with
girl.
it. I thought for sure everybody would want to pick that black and white one. I really love that.
I love it. It's just I really wish that I could make the details out better. That's the
Hmm.
only thing. Is like it looks gorgeous, but I really wish I wish I could just see some other frames of it other
Hmm.
than
That
just
makes sense.
this one of it, you know?
Everything you said about the America's Next Top Model was what I saw when I saw that picture. I was like, that is giving me straight ANTM on the rooftop. The director's laying on the ground, the photographer's laying on the ground, and he's just like,
Yeah.
it's
And
just
I have
giving.
a soft spot for that. I have a soft spot for like the fashion. Like I said, the fashion
Yes,
aspect of it and like the model aspect and everything. Like ugh,
I love
it's
it.
gorgeous. And like the right amount of leg and yeah. It's a
Yeah.
serve. It's a serve.
It is. It is very good.
All right.
Okay.
This is fun.
Is it? Is it? No, I'm kidding.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. The next model is
Margaret
Margaret.
Ia.
Yeah.
Margaret. Yeah.
Okay, I don't
One,
know Margaret specifically, but I know of
two,
Ish Margaret because she
Okay.
comes and performs in Chicago every now and then.
three.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Those are all three looks.
Yeah, you can tell she has a lot of camp.
Mm-hmm.
She's definitely going for some fun imagery here. Yeah, all of these are pretty different. And I think they really tell different stories too. Like you got your kind of cutesy princess, you've got your interesting, like, I don't know, it looks like leftover laundry day is just plastered all over her. And then I guess that's a sea monster. Yeah, she definitely likes to have pretty different looks here, which is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I think it definitely shows that she's going to be that comedy girl that everybody
Hmm.
talks about. But in I think she knows the angles of her body, and so she plays off of what looks good, but what could be funny and what could be,
Hmm.
taken into a good joke every now and again. She doesn't take herself seriously, which I love. All three of these looks are like different, but not bad at all. Like
True.
I'm excited about her
I
a
do
little
have a
bit.
least favorite, and I
I
won't say what that is.
won't talk
But
about
one of them I don't love the makeup in. Um, who knows which one that is? I don't want to give anything away. But
it.
yeah, I think these, you got some interesting ones to choose from.
I know, I know. I like all three of these looks because I feel like that it's really showing that Margaret really rides the lane of fashion and camp. like right
Hmm.
on that line, and I like that. I of course love anything fashion, like I said, but I love the fact that it's kind of we're all in on the joke kind of a situation. Like
Hmm.
it's not just straight fashion, and she's not taking her drag too seriously, and I think that that's awesome.
And even with these looking pretty different, it still feels like she has a signature kind of look that connects them overall. So
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
appreciate that too.
I will say one thing that I feel like that I may kind of notice. It's just looking at the outfit and the way it's constructed. Something makes me think that the bottom outfit is an Ida birthing outfit. Who take a drink because if you do not know, I'm a chronic name dropper, and whenever I drop a name, you have to take a drink. But Ida birthing is a Chicago costume and fashion designer who does a lot of different outfits. And normally her outfits are the ones that are the more like droopy looking patchwork type outfits. They look like more like slime looking outfits and stuff like that. So something makes me think that she might have gotten this
Hmm.
from Aida. That might be an Aida birthing look. I love the one on the right because it's giving me like, I don't know, it's like Glinda, but if this was like a more, I don't know, graphic novel version of The Wiz, you know what I mean? Like I like the fact that it still looks cute, but it still has like a hint of sinister to it. You know what I mean by the like the silhouette and by how
Yes,
big the
the
hat
shadow.
is, and yeah, yeah, and by how big the hat is. It's almost like something about it is still a little creepy, but it's still pretty.
Right,
And
like a
then and
possessed Glinda with the
yeah,
eyes. Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I could easily see in a movie you would think she's the good witch the entire time, and you find out she's actually the bad one, like that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
I
cute.
like that.
I
I
like
like
that.
that. And I do like the first one too. I'm
Mhm.
extremely, extremely happy for the fact, and I don't know if this is all makeup or editing or a combination of makeup and like tights or whatever, but I do love the fact that the color on everything with her is consistent because sometimes that ends up
Hmm.
not being the case where the
Mhm.
color on their arm is a little bit different than the color of their legs, or it doesn't match when you're doing a different color, you know what I mean, all over your body. And so I do like the fact that it all looks uniform. But like I said, I don't know if that was done with photo editing or if she just covered her whole body in makeup or if just her arms are done in makeup and she just has matching tights. But I'm
It,
still thankful for the fact that the color all the way through is consistent and
Hmm.
doesn't look off. It doesn't look
it
like
looks it looks like that's a shirt and then tights or maybe a bodysuit.
that could
It's
be
like
it
a
too.
corset.
Yeah, the corset part, and then I think she's wearing a bodysuit with the corset and then the skirt over it, and then her
And then
makeup
her
just
Oh, leggings.
her face makeup matches the
it
bodysuit. When I
matches the
appreciate
bodysuit
that,
because
Hmm.
it's really spot
Good color
on. Really
combination
spot
too.
on. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, I really appreciate that because
it's
sometimes
really spot on.
it doesn't go that way all the way, and she kind of
Yeah.
cheated a little bit with wearing with the gloves that she has on because then that way she doesn't have to worry about painting her hands.
Hmm.
I
Well,
love it.
I think
Yeah.
we're ready for your decision.
Okay. Alrighty then. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with the bottom one first, the Ida birthing look. I like Ida's looks. Um, The only thing with this one is I kind of wish I knew what the story was to this because I do understand. I kind of see like almost like the laundry day leftover laundry thing.
Hmm.
Is that an umbrella in her hand? I don't know what the umbrella is for. Or is that a
Um,
bag?
look like a
I thought
bag.
it was a bucket, but I see it now.
It- It's one of those where it's not. I do kind of wish there was a little bit more cohesion in this look. I feel like this look is just a really good drag look for drag's sake, but I like concepts a little bit more when it comes to my fashion and stuff, and I think that's probably part of it. Is I don't really see the concept for this. It looks like
Mhm.
a very fashion forward piece, but I don't know what it's connected to. I don't know what it's about. It's just kind of like she just has it on, you know. Like I feel like
Hmm.
that, you know, like it could be like runway couture that like she just has on. It doesn't really give me a story or anything. Um, Unless it's she just woke up out of bed and all her clothes are her outfit. I don't know. I'm gonna give that one a 75. Going up top to the green one. I really, really wish she did not have that AI background in the back because for me, it makes the whole photo look like really AI. Like it makes it almost look like, okay, what part of that is real and what part of it is fake, kind of a thing, or like is it all real or is it all fake? But I'm gonna judge it by her face and her body and everything is real and the background is just fake. I like the outfit. I like the hair. I love the makeup. I think the pose and everything is cute.
Mhm.
So if that's all her and none of that is computer edited or anything like that, I would give that a 90. I think that's cute. I think that almost gives me like, I don't know, like one of Ursula's daughters going to prom or something like that. I
Mhm.
don't know. You know what I mean? Like it's like I love that royalty and that beauty and that glamour from like a completely different world or universe or something. So I like that one. The third one is my favorite. The pink one is my favorite. I love, love, love the look and I love the silhouette. I love the cut of it. I love the length of the hat. I love the lighting, which I feel like just really, really, really does this one justice, even though it's just her standing up against the wall. Like, I feel like this is one, like I said, that has a story to it. Like, this is the good witch gone bad. Like, I want to get me some popcorn and watch this story. So I'm giving that one a cute little 100.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Who won that?
So, ah,
Alana.
again. I
I keep
promise you,
coming in second.
I was like, we did not plan this before. We did not plan this before.
Hmm.
But I do love that one. Like I said, out of all three of them, I think, I can't remember, did I say this for somebody else or for this one, but I feel like that one is one of them that I would want to wear the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really like that one.
Yeah, that one kind of out. That's what stuck out to me. I was like, this just looks good with the. I love the eyes being white, completely white with the witch and the silhouette, and it just looked good. That's
Yep.
what stood out to me. I love that.
It's like if Pennywise had a wife or something like that. You
Uh,
know what I mean? Like, yeah,
yeah,
Man, I
yeah.
just love the colors on mine though.
I do love the colors on
I
yours.
do love the colors on yours
I
too.
was nervous. I'm not gonna lie, Dave. When yours popped up after because David sent me all of his looks so I can put them together. And I purposely didn't look at his looks before I picked mine because I was like, I was in the midst of picking mine at the same time he was sending me his. So I was like, I'm not gonna look at him. I'm not gonna look at him till I finish. So once I finished, I was like, just to make sure we don't have the same looks and
Yeah.
nothing's overlapping. I looked and I saw that. I was like, oh no. Oh man.
I
Oh
thought it
man,
might
I
have been
was
a slam dunk
scared.
for me.
I was scared, but whew, yeah, this was the one I was scared of. One of the ones I was scared of. But it's a couple of more that I'm like, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
if you get two more, you win.
Oh well. Let's
All
see.
right. Let's see. What's next? Who's next?
Next
What's next? Who's
is
next?
Matraka.
Raka.
Ooh.
This is a look from the.
Hold on.
This is one look.
Ooh.
This is another look. And this is the
Ooh.
third look. And here they all are. Matraka.
I think these are the best group of looks so far.
I-
Man, she is high fashion.
She is something or another that I just, again, looks on looks on looks. It's hard. It was very hard to pick.
Hmm. Yeah, hers were extremely difficult to because,
So
like,
good.
they were all hits.
All
Every one of them.
hits after hits after hits. It was like, I don't even know. I think I spent the longest trying to pick her look.
Hmm. And
I
they
think,
each have something that I really like. Like I
yeah,
really
all
like
of
this
them.
fabric in that top one.
Mhm.
Like that's a really cool pattern, and she incorporates it into her face a bit. And then just the layering and details on that middle one, and with the lighting in the background, That looks beautiful.
And her face is gorgeous.
Oh yeah. And
Ugh,
then this headpiece is
it-
everything in this bottom look,
yes.
and it fits perfectly with what she's wearing too. My gosh, you got a tough one here, Eve.
This is gonna be hard because baby, these are looks on looks on looks.
So it's very funny. Like I said, I don't know anything about any of these girls. I did peruse their Instagrams myself, just to get myself familiar with who I was actually going to be looking at, but I don't know anything of who they picked. It's very, very funny because when I was going through this person's catalog, one of these three pictures stood out to me before. So to
Mm.
see it pop back up on the screen, I'm in the back of my mind kind of like I already know what my number one is.
Okay.
Okay.
But I will say that the other two looks, I didn't remember seeing the other two looks. And so I love them. I think they're all gorgeous and just intricate and like just very fashion forward yet still seeming true to a brand. You know what I mean? Like she's very much about her Spanish heritage, but then also at the same time she's a fashion girl and she has really great silhouettes with what she wears. It looks like everything complements her body shape really well, and her face looks stunning. Um, she serves. She serves for me. She
Yep, I'm
serves.
glad I drafted her because
I
I don't think
hate
she
that
could
I didn't
win.
get her. I hate I did not
I
get her.
I could just from photos alone, I could see her being a finale type girl. She gives
Oh
me
yeah.
winner energy. She
Oh
gives me
yeah.
winner energy.
She gives me like Raja energy.
Yeah, yeah,
Mexican
very
Raja.
Raja, very fashionista, very opulence,
Mhm.
very yeah, very majesty, very.
Okay, well, I think we're ready for your verdict.
Mhm.
All right, so I am going to be giving all of these scores. I'm going to be high scores. And I'm going to make it real cute and simple, and I'm going to separate them by 2 points apiece.
Oh,
Okay.
So I'm going to give 96 points to the picture on the left. I think it's really cute, and it's very like indigenous and true to her heritage, but also at the same time, it gives me like portrait vibes. Like
Mhm.
it's really like gorgeous. I love that. I'm going to give a 98 to the picture on the bottom. I think that headpiece is immaculate, and because of the fact she's able to still hold it all up on her head, it looks like
Mhm.
I know she's probably not holding it with that one hand that's on it, but like that, I feel like is something that what gives me that about that. I feel like if she walked into a room like that, how she would walk into a room, I don't know, maybe sideways. But if I saw her enter any premises or building with that on her head, I'd be like, who is that? Oh my God. Um, absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love the dress that she has on too, because of the volume that's on one side and then it matches the volume on the bottom left side. Like ugh, it's gorgeous. She just looks like this Aztec dream, like beautiful. And then top one is getting that cute 100 because baby,
Serve.
that's fashion. That's a
Mhm.
serve. I swear on everything. Like
Yeah.
that's oh my God. My God. And honestly, when I was going through her pictures, that was the first one that made me stop and be say, wait a minute, now who is this girl? Because this one she's actually serving for the kids. Like if she comes out with some fashions like this, I'm gonna be like, okay, all right. I need to see her with 40-inch long bone straight hair and just
Right.
model Naomi Campbell walking in this. Just
Her.
disgusting.
Yep.
All
I
right.
agree.
There she goes.
Let's see who win this one. Logan.
Oh,
Logan!
Logan is on the board.
Logan is on the
Yeah.
board. This is my first one at the bottom. But it's a
Oh.
96 bottom. So you really can't be mad with a 96 bottom. I'm just
True.
saying.
Very true.
I
Boom,
ain't
boom,
mad at
boom.
that. But yeah,
No,
Logan
all
looks
of these
served.
are
All
really
of them
great.
are everything is
They're
ridiculous.
insane.
I'm excited about this girl here. Period.
Mhm.
Very, very much.
All right.
Ooh, Miss
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 Vallarta.
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 That's one.
Ooh.
Okay.
There's two. And that is
Ooh.
three.
Wow. I
Three
wasn't
very different
expecting
looks.
this from her.
Three
Me
very
neither.
different looks.
All
Very
three
different looks.
different. Very, very different.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
was I looked at all of these looks, and one of these looks, I won't say which one, but one of these looks was very close to being a look that I was going to pick for myself.
mhm.
But it was just, yeah.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
was
I
surprised by her.
I am too. Like honestly, these might be like the biggest range we've seen so far, other than Miss Gala, her two kind of masculine presenting looks. But
Hmm.
man, these are just so different from each other, and not what I was expecting from her. She's got a great silhouette. Man, I'm impressed.
I like the range of these. I like this fashionist, almost Lee Bowery kind of inspired first look with the whole like complete face Kenny thing.
Hmm.
I love the fact too that she has these gloves on that color wise matches or like
Hmm.
complements what she has on. Because I feel like if she just had bare arms or
Yeah.
something, it would kind of take me out of it. Um, it makes it look more like it's like a look as opposed to like a dress. Because I feel like it could just easily be a dress that she maybe like made a hood and everything out of the same fabric, and was just like, I'm gonna make it be like this whole like walking art piece, and I think that's just so
It
badass.
kind of reminds me of like a Chinese finger trap.
Oh yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
I see that. It's almost giving me beachy colors for some reason. Like
Hmm.
the yellow and the blue is making me think beach for some reason, or summertime or something.
Yep.
Hmm.
I like.
It's weird. I'm sorry, cut you off.
Go ahead.
It's weird because of the summertime, but the heaviness of the fabric makes it look like it could be a sweater dress or a
Oh
winter
yeah.
dress, but it
That's
looks like
true.
summer colors. So it's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
And it's
because it like
bold to not show your face.
it partly looks like that, and then it partly almost gives me looks like a caftan dress or something. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like it would just probably depend on whatever the fabric was made out of. But like, I feel like the styling of it looks really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I like the one on the top right too. I like that it almost has like this gold leaf appeal to it. Like the entire outfit is made out of gold
Hmm.
leaf,
Hmm.
or just like gold flakes. It looks like I feel like it is a hair symbol for me just because of the fact that it's like kind of a dress. It's just like a
Hmm.
dress. You know what I mean? Like I like the dress and the headpiece and the
That's so
gloves. I think it's
good.
cute.
I
I
love the
do. I
she's
just
a glove girl. I kind of love the glove girl.
I don't. I'm
yeah.
really liking that silhouette.
I like how
I
it's
think it looks
cinched
great.
in, and then the gloves
Oh
just
yeah.
like right all the way
I
up.
love it.
It's
Yeah.
cute. I
I
love
like
the
it. I think
red
it's
in the
cute.
makeup. Like, why was her choice to make her body red, like super tanned? I wonder what if that's a story
Hmm.
behind that or what. But it's different but cute.
Yeah. It's interesting. It makes me feel like, huh. It's not bad. It's not bad. I feel like that I kind of, maybe I wish I had a little bit more, I don't know, not a little bit more volume on the bottom, but maybe I feel like, I don't know, maybe the triangle part of the bottom part could have just been a little bit wider. I
Hmm.
don't know. Like if there was a little like ruffly or tulle, because I really wish I could see what that fabric was like up close.
Mm.
Hmm.
Um, if it's like a hard fabric or if it's like a hard like polyurethane, like a plasticky kind of, you know
Hmm.
what I mean, bodysuit
Yeah.
thing, or if it's like a fabric and that's just like ruching and stuff. It looks interesting. She looks like a little Mexican Grammy. Um, the bottom one. The bottom one is giving me like pop art, Queen of Hearts. I like it. I like the volume of the sleeves and the dress. Does the bottom of the dress stop at the black part, or does
That's
it
what I
go
was
in?
That's what I was
wondering.
wanting to know either too.
Yeah,
because
it
it
almost
makes
feels
me
like
interested. Like it makes me think it'd be cute if like it went into the flowers and the flowers were like 2D like something or something. I'd be like, oh, that's insane.
that would be pretty cool. It's hard to tell though from this picture.
I'll say one thing I can't say from this picture. I'm not crazy about that wig.
Yeah.
Hmm. I wish the reds complemented each other a little better.
Yeah, yeah, because one of them is like a balloon red and then the other one is like a dark red.
Hmm.
I wouldn't feel like that those reds would go together if they were on the same dress, which makes me feel like that the dress is a dress by itself and the roses might be like a background or like a
A
3D
foreground.
art
Mm-hmm,
something
mm-hmm,
or foreground,
mm-hmm.
yeah, or something
Yeah.
like that.
Hmm.
Um,
Let's hear that verdict.
okay, okay. Um,
I've stopped the timer, by the way, completely.
We're not taking all our time.
No.
I I think that I want to give the top right one an 80. I think it's gorgeous. I feel like that I wish it just wowed me a hair more. Um, the headpiece part is cute, but it does almost give me like a bonnet with like bamboo skewers in it
Hmm.
that's spray painted gold, which isn't bad, but it's just it it. I don't know. I just something about it is like cute but not wow. It's cute but not wow for me.
I'm a little
Um,
wowed by it, so I'm a little surprised.
oh, really?
Hmm.
Um, so the bottom one, I would give it an 85, only because of the fact that I feel like that it has a little bit more drama to it with like the sleeves and like the way that the bottom of the dress comes down and everything. I'm still really kind of thrown off by the roses. I really feel like I wish I knew if they went with the dress or not, because I feel like that would possibly make my score either go up or down. Um, and then I'm not that crazy about the wig. I'm not that crazy about the wig.
That's fair.
It's weird because it's like the outfit in the background and the foreground and everything is giving like some kind of alternate Queen of Hearts, but then like the neck up is giving Cruella de Vil, and so I'm just kind of like I'm confused how those two go together. I really personally love the top left one. I'm giving that one 100 because
Ooh,
that one is I love the fashion of it. I love the just like the oddness of it. I feel like it would really look sickening for like a club kid style runway
for sure.
look. Um, yeah, I like that one. I like that one a lot. I think it's jazzy.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see.
It was
Ow!
me.
Uh-oh.
But
That
man,
was
when I saw Lana's picture pop up, I'm like, oh, that's good. Did I make a mistake?
that one. Yours is the one I looked at, David. I was like going to pick, and I was like,
Mm,
I don't know how I feel about the no face.
fair.
Not showing face at all. And so I was like, but that's really good though.
I feel like with that one's a lot more striking, and for me, it
Mhm.
takes it to like a more editorial kind of place. I feel like Lana with yours, I like it. It's not bad, but it's very. I turned the assignment in on time
Mm,
for her, for me,
okay.
you know.
Okay.
Um, and she got an A plus. She got an A on it. I'll say she got an A on it. I feel like
Hmm.
David would have turned theirs in early and got an A plus, and maybe would have
Plus
got one or
some
two extra credit
extra
points.
credit points. Hmm.
Fair.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough. Fair
Well, I'm
enough.
catching up to you now. I've got
Um,
2. Logan's got
uh-huh.
1. Lana
let's
has 4.
let's
Uh
keep going.
oh.
All right. Next, this is Pixie Pixie.
I'm excited for these. Mm. Ooh.
Pixie Pixie. I'm
Uh,
excited for these.
me too.
These
This
are
was
the ones I've been
Wow.
waiting for because
Jesus.
wow, 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 wow. And she has so much more. I
very true.
I think, yeah, Pixie was another one that I took a long time trying to get
Mhm.
the picture I
And
wanted. And I'm
this was the
still
queen
scared.
that Lana and I drafted at first. We both got
Yes.
her.
I had to take her first. The
Oh,
second
me
I
too.
saw her look.
I would say when I was going through and kind of looking through the girls to at least see like their names and stuff, and I saw her pictures, I was like, I need to see how this is going to translate on the runway. I need
Mm-hmm.
to. I need
Mhm.
to.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me because like I feel like these looks are so dark and macabre, but fashion, like
Mhm.
high fashion. And I'm just like, oh God, I hope they don't, I hope she doesn't end up looking cheap or weird on the runway or they don't translate well or something. I hope that
Right.
without, these backgrounds and these dark images and stuff, because she's going to be on that bright runway and stage and everything, that like everything will still come off with that same creepy yet high fashion aura about it because I was like, I'm falling in love with that. That's like everything to me. It's like
Yep.
if Amy Lee from Evanescence like did a fashion magazine or something. Like,
Yes. Not
yeah,
Evanescence.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
love Evanescence. Okay.
She she feels
yes.
very like Met Gala ready to me. Like any of these
This
could work at Met Gala.
this is
Um,
art. This is high
Art.
fashion and art.
high
Yeah,
Couture,
high art fashion.
couture
couture,
fashion.
honey,
Mhm.
Yes.
couture. New
Yes. Like
Bottega Prada.
this is the stuff on runways that you just don't even attempt to buy. That's just good to look at. Like these are
You
Right.
just
wait,
good
you
to look
you
at.
wait for the H&M collab of this to come
Right.
out, whatever
Right.
designer this is.
Yes. Because baby, these are looks.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is insane.
Yeah,
I
I
love
really
that.
like the texture of that bottom one. It just looks like it's hard, you know?
Yeah. It looks like it's a hard fabric that she's
Right.
holding. But then she's holding it looks so effortless, like it could be soft. But
True.
wow.
Yep.
It's something
The
about this one on the side one, what's
mhm.
Mhm.
coming off of her face.
It's
Like
like
the
an
face is sick.
I know she's giving me like elephant a bit with those ears and then
Yes,
kind of a tusk.
For this one on the right, it's giving me alternate dark universe where she's the queen of like this ice palace or something. So like everything in her house and her mansion is just frozen or like covered in ice. Cause like the bottom of her skirt almost looks like it's made out of like a puffer material, kind
Mhm.
of sorta. And then like it looks like there's icicles hanging off of the headpiece thing. And I'm just
hmm
Oh
like,
yeah.
ooh, it's giving me like this like yeah, it's giving me like I feel like that the color scape of like the one on the right, I really love that even though it's like super white, it's like so like yeah, it's like you find her mansion in the middle of a blizzard. And it's just like everything is like, oh, it's giving. I love it. Like this white yet creepy. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be dark to be creepy. It's like, yeah.
I feel like the one on the top is the opposite, like taking the opposite of like you said, the light with the dark. She's very dark at the top, and it's like I'm
Yeah.
owning my darkness. I am the
Mhm.
queen of darkness. The headpiece is just dripping.
Yeah.
It's just, it's so good. She's so good.
She has
They're
like an
both
eye
like
patch too, huh?
Yeah, an eye
oh,
patch.
really? Oh, and that one, yeah. It's like those are both like for me like two different versions of evil. Almost like those
Yes,
would both be two evil sisters.
Right.
And
but
one's like one over the dark and one's like one over the light, even though they're both not good. You know what I mean? Like,
right,
yeah,
this is
I
so
like
good.
it.
All these pictures,
Mhm.
amazing.
High,
All of
like
them are so good.
high fashion. I
Ooh.
really want to see, and because that's the best part too. When it comes to the runways for all drag races, there's always themes. So I'm just like, I want to see her eye when it
Mm,
comes to the themes for the runways and what she's gonna
mhm.
do, because it makes me think she's gonna be like almost like Bestia from
Oh
Espana
yeah.
season 3
Mm.
right now, just like very like raw and feral and dark and yeah. Yeah, I want to see that. I love the bottom one and the structure on the bottom one, and even the like. I don't know if that's a signature thing of hers or not, but like the black underneath her neck to almost like make it look like her entire neck and everything is just blacked out, and it's just like her face is just white and just floating.
Mhm.
Ugh,
Yeah, she's from the House of Black and White. So like a lot of her looks are black and white, and her face is
Oh,
always
really?
painted white.
always black. Well, yep. Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
Isn't it?
somebody in her family is also in this cast. They're
Oh,
going to be the last
really?
one we see.
Yes.
Hmm.
okay, okay. Yeah, this is badass.
Okay, let's get to that verdict.
Okay, okay,
You
okay,
got your
okay.
work cut out for you now.
I really do. I do. I honestly think I'm gonna give the one in the top an 80. I think it's sickening. I think it's gorgeous. I really wish I could get a more close-up shot of that.
Mm,
I feel like that's almost the downside is the backlighting adds a spookiness to it, but then it kind of because she has so much black on, it shadows a lot of the details and stuff. So I can't really make out a lot of the details in the headpiece and like the middle part of the garment. Um, Yeah, I really wish there was a little bit more light shining in the front of her so that way I could just make out the pieces a little bit better. Because I feel like from her waist on down, it all just like becomes one thing. Like I can't tell if she's wearing pants or not wearing pants or a
Definitely a
bodysuit.
bodysuit.
Is that a bodysuit?
It's a
Okay, I was like, I can't
bodysuit
tell.
and a tail with the boots. Yeah,
mm,
definitely.
Oh, those are boots. Okay, so I was like, I
Uh-huh.
can't make out any of that because I just feel like it's a hair too dark at the
Hmm.
bottom. And I think that's just probably how she wanted to do the lighting for that photo, but I feel
Right.
like that hinders her just a little bit.
Mm.
Um, I think the one at the bottom, I think is really sexy and high fashion and editorial and Givenchy and Balmain and like, it's getting a 95 for me. And I think I'm gonna have to give Homegirl over here in the white this 100 because mama.
Wow.
She's she's the white queen from
mhm.
the Lion Witch in the Wardrobe that also is an editor at Vogue. Like she's like that kind of evil girl. Like she's evil and rich. Like she's that evil
Yeah,
girl. I live for her. I live for her.
definitely.
Live for her.
Me too. Ooh, I'm
Ow.
coming for you, Lana. I'm
I
coming
see
for you.
you. I
Uh,
see
uh, uh,
you.
uh,
I
uh.
see you.
Good choice.
Yeah,
All of
I
the good
love I
choices.
they
Yes, they
all
really
are
are.
like my God. Like it's I
But
want
I,
to see what her entrance look is gonna be
yes.
like. I
Oh,
really want to see like I want her to explain to me what her type of drag like ugh like
I
yeah
want to
like
sit down and talk to her. Just be like, just tell me everything about your drag in your life because you just fascinate me
yeah like what brought your eye to do this and
to
what
this.
inspires you and yeah because
Yeah.
this is like I feel like this is on a different level than a lot of the other girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, I
Um,
really do.
Hmm.
that is why she
We
was my
still
first.
haven't
She,
we
she
still
could
haven't
come.
seen my favorite picture though.
I'm like I could easily sit up and see her on a versus the world series.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If
I
she
would love
doesn't end
that.
up if she doesn't win this, I can see her on a versus the world.
Yeah, she's super talented.
Okay, let's see who is next.
Who's next?
Regina.
Regina.
Regina Voce.
Okay. That's one look.
Okay, all right. Ooh,
That's
all
two
right.
look.
Is that
All
Angela
right.
Beja?
And that's look three.
Okay.
All
Where are
right.
our looks?
They are.
These
Lucka, lucka,
are,
lucka, lucka, lucka.
Now,
these
did
looks
you
are,
watch Queen of the Universe, Eve?
I did not, but I did know that she was from the first
Okay.
season of Queen of the Universe, but I
Yep.
didn't end up watching
oh,
it. So I was like, okay, cool, work. All right. Come on for the drag race and Queen of the Universe sphere. Continuing to cross over.
continue to
Next
cross
thing
overs.
next thing you know, Mel B is gonna be hosting Drag Race. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I made a mistake. My picture is not my favorite on this list.
Oh,
No. Oh my. I mean,
I
I
like the
love all these pictures.
Yeah,
I
these are all good.
yeah.
they show different sides of her. They give us the makeup girl that just can do. She just
Hmm.
can do. And you like, yes. And then she gives us the glamour girl who is just go be fashion and glamour and beauty. And I feel like she's gonna give us some beautiful gowns this
Yeah.
season. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And she go
She
eat
look
the house down with
rich.
some of these. She's rich. She
She look
is
rich.
rich.
She
I
looks
kind of love
rich.
it.
Hmm.
Now, I'm
Yeah.
not going to lie to you. The one thing that takes me out, and this always takes me out, and I guess this is just with, I don't know. I'm an old school queen. I don't look like it, but I am in my upper 30s. So for me, when
What?
it comes,
Stop it.
I know.
You can never
You're
tell.
So
still the youngest one on this podcast.
ah, so for drag for me, when it comes to the newer age of drag and stuff and what you can do with Photoshop and AI and Facetune and all those kind of things, I love the way that you're able to use those to heighten yourself when it comes to drag and how you look. But then I also get a little bit reserved and pull back from it because then sometimes you'll see those people in person or in other pictures and they don't look the same. And so, out of all these pictures, I honestly am gravitating more towards the two on the right as opposed to the one on the top left, just because I love the makeup and everything in the one on the top left, but the background and everything is just, it's really giving me AI. And so, that really is making me wonder will that makeup look exactly like that if I saw her in
Mhm.
person, or is some of that computer edited? And so I hate that because I feel like that's hindering. It still looks great, but I feel like it's hindering my decision when it comes to all three of them and which one I think looks the best. Because if she was just in some plain lighting and her face looked like that, I'd be like, oh well, that one's the winner completely. But I can't fully say that.
Right.
But I will say I think with the other two, I love the opulence of them. Like I love the top right one with all of these gold fabrics just everywhere, just strewn around, and she just looks like Diana Ross, just luxury in her like expensive Versace bathrobe or something. And then the bottom one is like evil stepmother, evil queen, the structure on this like dress, and then the cinching of it in the middle, and the boobs, and the neck thing here, this thick neck collar, and the little kitty cat wig. Girl, I mm, yeah, these two on the right is whooping this one on the left. The one on the left is fighting for his life, child.
I like that you're getting some Mexican culture there with kind of the Day of the Dead look,
This,
but
yeah, it is, but it's also giving me like a decom. It's like the Disney Channel movie poster of like Halloween Town 4 or
Oh
something.
no.
I'm just like, that's what I feel like. That's what the top left one is giving me, and I'm just kind of like, ugh. I wish it wasn't so kitty. Like I like, yeah, but and child, she got that leg out on that top right one, honey. This greased, honey, and tans. Baby, that wig is wopped. Make sure it's got them curls. Yeah. Homegirl up in the top left is fight for her life against Marnie and all the rest of the witches in Halloween Town, baby. Um, but for me, it's gonna be one of these two over here on the right side. I have my
okay,
decision
let's
though.
hear it.
So okay, so I got to give Homegirl on the top left a cute little 75 because it's alright, but it's really giving me Disney Channel. It's giving me so Disney Channel, and I'm really not crazy about it. I'm just like, ugh. Um, that one in the top right, I gotta give that one an 85 because like that one to me is like, she rich. She ain't got no white
Ooh.
refrigerator in her house. Her refrigerator's chrome. She does not cook a thing, honey. And then the one at the bottom gets a Stone Cold 100 because she don't even
Oh.
cook. She don't
Oh.
even cook or own a refrigerator. She only eats takeout and it's only steak.
Oh, purr.
And she uses that little mirror, whatever that is, in her hand to suck the youth and life out of anybody that gets in her way. She is actually 500 years old, gorgeous, beat,
Love.
stunning, played by Angelica Houston in the movie. I live for her.
Love. All right, let's see who won more.
Okay.
Logan.
Look, I told you all I made a mistake. I will own it, but I totally would have picked Lana's. I thought that was
Really?
a clear winner.
Me too. Me too. I thought it was clear. I was like, oh.
Hmm.
I feel like they both are like absolutely stunning. Like both of them, like Lana and Logan's, like honestly for me are just like jaw dropping. If I saw her walk down the runway in either of those, I'd be like, oh. But something about Lana's for some reason gives me like rich Mariah Carey rich. Logan gives me like rich evil sorceress rich, and something about that darkness in that is just pushing it a little bit more for me. I really, really love to like, um, because I kind of can be a stickler sometimes when it comes to breastplates and stuff like that if they don't really match up that well or they look kind of
Mhm.
weird or something. But I love what's happening with the boob area on the bottom one and
Mhm.
with that black neck collar over the top. I know, of course, it's hiding it, but it all just looks. It looks really seamless. It doesn't look like she's wearing a
Mhm.
breastplate, and I feel like that added to it too. Yeah,
Fair, fair, fair.
loved it, loved it.
All
If I had
right.
to pick one to wear out of those two, I would wear the one that Logan has on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the next
Two
one.
people left.
All
We
right.
have Serena
Mm.
Morena.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be easy.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna
Hmm.
lie. This is gonna be real easy.
I think I know what you're picking too, but
Oh,
okay.
I do not know. I
I
don't
think
think
I
it's that
know.
easy.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I.
I like all of them, honestly. I feel like they're all giving some certain things. Like the purple, of course, purple is my favorite color. I love purple anyway.
Mhm.
So anytime I see anybody in purple, I'm like, guys. But the hat's giving, makeup's giving. Okay, you're a cat. You're a whole freaking cat up there. Like your whole body is a cat. The makeup is you're a cat. I know what you are. I know the story. You don't even have to tell me what it is. Puss in Boots. Got it. Love it. There
Mhm.
you go. This yellow, black is something about the face for me. I love the sadness in the eyes, but the darkness of the makeup is like dark but innocent all at the same time. I'm not, the dress. I like it, but it's cute. It's not the purple. The purple's like giving slaying. Love it. But it's something about that face for me that's like pulling me into whatever her story is. I don't know what it is, but I want to know what it is. It's just
Mhm.
I kind of love it. I'm living for all three of these looks
No,
now.
I like them all a lot too, and I really feel like looking at these, I feel like I underestimated what she can bring to the runway because I remember saying in the cast assessment that she had the weakest catalog of looks.
Mm.
Um, but these are all creative, kind of out of the box. So I'm appreciating that from her. I don't think we're just going to get standard dresses and like the typical looks we get from a lot of queens. So I like all of these. I think that the kind of Day of the Dead look is definitely a step up from the one I had picked for Regina. Um, I mean, I do like that cat one though. Uh, I mean, the face is painted. That's not just a cat suit. Like that's a
Right.
painted face. So I really like that. I think her makeup skills on the face are pretty good.
Okay, so the inevitable has happened.
Uh oh.
You have the chopsticks. Who's getting the chopsticks?
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Somebody's getting the chop.
I think I know which one it is.
I think I know which one it is too.
So, unfortunately, I'm gonna give the big chopperoonie to the cat picture.
I had a feeling.
Something about that cat. That cat is malnourished. That cat has mange and rabies. No, child. No, absolutely not. That looks like you put on a cheetah print onesie or some child's Halloween bodysuit cheetah costume. I will give you the face makeup, and
Mhm.
that is it. Everything else, absolutely no. And it no, no, no. Why? It's just
Now I need to
and
know
then
the score.
and then your cat. I'm like, is your cat straight or is he
Uh, meow.
like why?
Meow.
No. I don't like this at all. I don't. I'm not crazy about it. I've seen so many better Puss in Boot looks where I'm just kind of like, this liger, what is this? Because you look like a lion cat. You don't even look like an actual like cat like Puss in Boots. You look like a whole tiger in boots. Like a whole, but you're just a skinny tiger. No, I'm good on that one. Um, the top right one for me is not horrible. I wish I could make a bit more of the face out. I feel like that with the lighting right on the face and with the hair being so bright, it kind of washes out details of the face a little bit because the face is mostly white makeup. I wish I could see it a little bit clearer, but I kind of like where it's going. Kind of a little bit of a dark kind of skull makeup. But then my downside then is then I have to compare that skull makeup to the skull
Mm-hmm.
makeup on the bottom. And the skull makeup on the bottom is clearing everybody out the water. Like
Mm-hmm.
that to me is what I like more about this than I liked about the previous girl's makeup, is
Mm-hmm.
because this is very, very, very much giving me Day of the Dead, but I know it's not Photoshop because this is taken in like a live area. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So that's when I'm like, oh, your makeup is that good. You know what I mean? There wasn't a whole too much editing. I don't feel like that would be done to that. Maybe some contrast changing, but other than that, like it looks like I could see her walking down the runway like Jack Skellington in like this gown kind of situation and be like, oh my god, that's so like period, but also very fashion, but also
Mm-hmm.
extremely indigenous, and I just have a whole bunch of respect for it. It also
Mm-hmm.
makes me have, I feel like this type of look gives me more respect as well for like Day of the Dead itself as a holiday, because I love that. I mean, everyone always thinks of it as like, their version of Halloween and this, that, and the other. But I do love that this is more like showing the color and the festivity and the beauty and that comes along with Day of the Dead. And I think that's beautiful. Yeah, I know what my scores are.
Okay, well, let's hear them.
I know my scores. So that cat is getting a cute 20.
Ooh.
No, child. That cat is full bones. That's what that is. Um, I'm giving the top right one 80. I feel like it has potential. I just really wish I could make out details of it a little bit better, but I don't think it's bad. Bottom one is clearing the other two out the gate. That's a full 100. Point blank, bottom line, cut and dry, cross the T, dot the I. It's at like the minute it came up on the screen, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, that's already the one to beat. Let me see what the other two look like. And then when I saw the other two, I was like, well, there we go. But yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, let's see who the winner is.
It's me.
David!
Look, I'm getting a slow comeback. So
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Lana
Look at
Lana and
that.
I are officially tied with 4 each. And
And neither,
Oh, this last one. Oh no.
Logan has
Oh.
2.
Oh.
And
and
I'll be
Logan, and,
honest, this
and
last
Logan got
one,
chopped.
Uh,
And Logan's got chopped.
Logan got chopped,
And Logan got
unfortunately.
chopped. You, the
my
last one. What about the
my
last one?
favorite picture that I picked is in
Is it
this
the
next
last
group.
one?
So
Mine too, which is crazy. This one is going to
Ooh.
be tough.
ooh,
I
this
will
is
say that now. This one is
watch
going
a
to be
Logan
Okay.
watch a Logan get it and then we
right.
tie.
And you tie. Let's see. All right. Here we
Okay,
go.
here we go.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Whoa. This is the queen that is in the same family as Pixie Pixie. Her
Okay.
looks are incredible on her Instagram.
Insane, crazy.
Man.
I will say as well, she was one of the other ones that I saw that I was like, these are next level. I will also say as well that one of these three looks already stood out to me when I was looking at her Instagram.
Hmm.
I won't fully say that I think it is my favorite out of the three as of yet because I didn't see the other two. So I do think one of the other two could have a really good chance
Yep.
of knocking it out of contention.
I think it's a 2-horse race.
I feel like it's a two-horse race a little bit myself too, especially because two of these horses look like thoroughbreds, and one of them, Elmer's, is a nice company, I've heard.
Not Elm.
Um,
No, I think all of these are good to some level.
oh,
I'm a,
absolutely.
I'm a sucker for headpieces,
Ugh,
so I think both of these with the headpieces are the ones to beat. Um, yeah, she.
I'm just in awe of this person and their
I
talent and their skills. I'm just in awe. I could never even attempt to try to do anything on the level of this. So
Right.
to see this and somebody just sat there and envisioned this look and came up with this look is these looks are like amazing to me.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
it's
level of detail.
yeah, yeah, it's insane. It's pure art. It's pure photographed. Like I see these in magazines. I see these as editorial shots. You know what I mean? I see these in museums. Like it's insane. Like the level of like intricacy with like the headpiece on the red one,
Hmm.
um, and then the gown and the dress and everything at the bottom, like the
Yeah,
poofiness, and then like how it gathers at
beautiful
the bottom. I
dress.
think it's just gorgeous. Yeah. And then the gold one I have an affinity for because it reminds me of what I feel like Abora was trying to do on Dragula Titans, where they
Hmm.
had like a challenge where they were supposed to be like deities or like from outer space, and she kind of wanted to go as like this angel eater kind of, you know, flying spaghetti monster, all seeing kind of thing.
Yeah, there's so
Um,
many eyes on that, even little ones. You can't really make out that well.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a it's supposed to be a class of angels.
Okay. Huh.
I had like a poster or like a photograph, I think, that had like different angels, like cherubim and seraphim and all those other kind of things, and like what they quote unquote were like symbolized by when it comes to like literature and stuff. And so like this was supposed to be like one class of angels. I can't remember which one it was, but I think that's I remember it. It's always has it has like biblical ties to it, which I think is
Hmm.
great. Very rooted in I feel like their culture and their history and like themselves as a person. I think that's like insane. It's like translating their life through art.
What I felt like when I was looking through their Instagram is a lot of their references are very biblical, very religious. And so I think that is a part of who she is and
Hmm.
or who she was growing up, and it's just something that stuck with her. And so all of these references and these concepts are just beautiful religious references. And I'm like, oh, I get it. It's beautiful. I love it.
Hmm.
Yeah, because like the top gives me almost like a stained glass kind of
Yeah.
effect and like a cathedral.
Yes.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Ugh.
my gosh.
I'm just in awe of all of
Ooh,
them.
those are hard.
Hmm.
These are hard. Because if I saw either of these walk down the runway, I'd be like, oh, that's the top two right there.
Well, I think it's time for final verdict.
Okay.
I have a
Okay.
feeling that Lana or myself are about to win.
Okay. Okay.
Could be wrong, but we'll see.
Okay. I'm gonna give um a cute but modest 60 to the top right, homegirl in the pink.
Hmm.
Um I think it's cute. I think it's giving me like Mars Attacks but pink
Oh yeah.
kinda.
Mm.
Um the with the like beehive, but it looks like it's an alien that's wearing it. Like I kinda like that. Um I feel like that's something I like with all three of the looks is they all give me like they're some from some other world. They're not from Earth.
Mm.
Um, but they have parts of them that are like, well, I mean, other than the bottom one, I was gonna say I feel like they have parts that are like recognizable in Earth. You know what I mean? Like the religious symbolism in like the first one, and then the second one just being like an alien form of like glamour or beauty. Um,
Can
the
we
top,
confirm, Lana, that that was Logan's? Maybe we
Yes,
shouldn't. Okay.
we'll
So
okay,
confirm.
okay.
so either myself or Lana will be picked. So no
Da, da,
pressure.
da, da, da.
You can't go
Okay,
wrong. These are two really great looks.
so I would say that the best looking high score of a full 100, I got to give it to the gold one. I got to give it to the gold one. The gold one was one that really caught my eye when I was looking at their Instagram. And I think the red one is amazing and I think it's immaculate, but the gold one for me is just like, it's jaw dropping. Like, if there was a way she could walk down the runway and the eyes would be blinking, I would absolutely lose my mind. I would absolutely lose my
Mm,
mind. I'd be like, that's completely next level. I don't see anyone touching it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna give 100 to the gold one, and then I'm gonna give a very, very deserving 97 to the one in the red.
Mm.
okay. It
David,
is movie. What a comeback. Lana had four points after the first six, and unfortunately didn't get any more after that. But that was a very tight race.
Whatever.
It's okay. You're my
Whatever.
wife. It's a joint win.
Yeah. It would have been nicer if I would have won it, but it's okay. It's okay.
Fair.
I stand by my look.
Mm,
This red
as you should.
deserves. So I stand
But
by
then
that.
all but and then also look at it this way though too. You literally only got one less than David. So
Yeah.
I loved all of your looks too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
Hmm.
all of your looks were on par, like bomb fire looks. So
True. But I
and
was in the
Logan even
top
got him a.
two on every round except one.
I
Yep.
was like,
Yep.
except for like those
No.
two out of nowhere that Logan got some. But
Yep.
hey, Logan got a couple. So
Good job, Logan.
Well,
ow, ow, ow.
Uh
you did
oh.
get a couple. This was fun.
This is
I
cute.
really
This
like
is
this.
really cute.
This it makes me wonder like what is going to happen, what these queens are going to give us this season, and I'm excited. I because we all have our favorites, obviously, but
Hmm.
some of the ones who may not be our favorites might surprise us.
Very true.
Yeah, I feel like that I have like some people now that I want to see, like I said, more of on the runway and see, hopefully they go pretty decently far so we can see more of them on the runway, this season. So I'm getting even more excited and ready myself.
Me too. I'm hyped. And I'm
Ow, ow,
very
ow, ow.
curious for the people in the comments, whose looks did you like the most?
Yeah, because I
Was it
mean,
mine
you
or
could
was it Lana's?
you could absorb
Or was it
Lana,
Logan's?
you could absolve her, you could absolve Lana, and then that way she could end up being the winner. Who knows?
Who knows? But like
Who
I said, that
knows?
gold look was my favorite look of all of them. So,
The gold one,
hmm
the
Yeah,
gold one,
I love the
yeah,
gold one. When I
yeah.
saw it, I was like,
I
"Oh, this might be the one."
but I saw the gold one, and I think no, it wasn't Pixies. It was the gold one, and it was I can't remember her name, but the one that had the Elle magazine
Oh,
one that
Oh,
was all
Matraka.
yes, Matraka. Um, those two out of every one that I saw stuck out in my head completely. So when those
Mm,
popped up, I was like, "Oh, these are the winners," unless something else better comes along. Because I remember these two. I remember them.
that's
With
And I
good
feel bad
taste.
for that. I feel bad for that cat I had to chop, baby. No, I don't need no diseases.
I like
oh,
cats, so
That cat looked feral.
oh.
I didn't like him.
Well,
No, baby, that kitty needs a sandwich. It was skinny. It was a skinny
it
kitty.
was a skinny cat. It was a skinny
It
cat,
was
It
it was a
was.
skinny cat.
but
Skinny
let's
cat.
no, smelly cat. But yeah, this was fun. I'm excited. Super, super, super
Yes.
excited about Mexico. I can't wait. June 22nd. Can't get here fast
Hmm.
enough.
Right?
Check it out where you can watch it on, I guess, Paramount, MTV, Wow. All of those are showing Drag Race Mexico. Follow us. Check us out. You're on YouTube. You know what you do. Hit like, share, subscribe. Do all the
All
things you
that.
do on YouTube. And then follow us on Twitter. Follow us on
Yeah.
our new Twitter, The Cup Pod, so you know when all these drop. So we're going to stick around and talk about Mexico, so you can find out all the stuff when we talk about Mexico, and then France, and then other Drag Race All Stars also. So check us out with that, and then of course just follow us because we're cool people. We're just nice people to talk to. You want even talk to us at the end. Also, get your cup merch. Is the cup no, the cup merch is lanagcreations.etsy.com. We have cups, we have socks, we have hats, we have other things. So come check out the Etsy shop, see all the things that we have. And yeah, shout out to Logan. You got 2 points per. We
Two
love to see it.
points.
We love
Come
to see it.
on.
But who knows? The people in the comments might think you deserve more. So let's check that out. And y'all tell us in the comments what you think. I mean, make me the winner so David can not brag about it for the rest of the week.
Ah.
Yeah.
And that's it. Thank Eve, David. This was fun. Had a
It
blast.
was.
This was fun. I had a great
This is
time.
so much. I had a great time. Maybe we'll probably do this for France. So
I'm down.
I'm down for that. I'm very
I'm
down for
down
that.
for doing it for France. So
It's gonna be
we'll
hard
see.
when it comes to Kiana's pictures, but you know what?
Yeah, but we're here for you.
It
So
has to be
cheers,
done. Has to be done.
everybody. Hold on, let me make sure I got everything before I'm saying cheers and good night because I have to push buttons and stuff, and that's Logan's
True.
department. So it takes me a minute to figure it out, but y'all know uh, it is what it is. Okay, cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Good night.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
Adios.
It's
Did
the
he come?
cup and I'm here.
Hasta luego.
It's the cup
Did it come up?
and
Or
I'm
was it gone?
here. Boom, 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 boom.
We're still here.
Okay.
We're still
It won't
here.
go off.
No.
You missed our
Goodbye.
faces. Here we
We're
are.
back. We're gone again. Goodbye.
It's just I just want to record